Paper 7, discussion. Question number 1. A structural carbohydrate with an aldose as its monomer is. Right? Depending on the type of carbonyl group in a monosaccharide molecule, there are two types as aldoses and ketoses. If the carbonyl group is an aldo group, right, those monosaccharides are known as aldoses. If it is a keto group, they are ketoses. What are the examples for aldoses? Glucose and galactose. Then ketose, fructose. Okay. So now when we take glycogen, it is a storage polysaccharide in fungi and animals. Glycogen is a polysaccharide formed by polymerization of glucose. Okay. Shavinda, can you hear me now? Vinod? ඇහෙනව නේද? Okay, right. Then, next one, starch. Starch, again, a polysaccharide. It is stored in plants and green algae formed by polymerization of glucose. Now, when we take starch, there are two types of polysaccharide, amylose and amylopectin, right? Starch is a storage polysaccharide, right? When we take amylose, is it branched or linear? This is a linear polysaccharide. But amylopectin is a branched polysaccharide. Okay, please note down these things. හරිද? මේ වෙලාවෙම විවරණයක් review එකක් දැම්ම ලියන්න. Next one. Insulin. Insulin is a insulin now, not inulin. Insulin, it is a protein, hormone, right? Proteinous hormone. Fifth one, cellulose. Cellulose again, it is a polymer formed by polymerization of glucose, structural polymer. Right. So a structural carbohydrate with an aldose as its monomer. Structural carbohydrate. So hemicellulose, cellulose, both are structural. Right? When we take hemicellulose, the monomer is either pentoses or hexoses. Cellulose monomer is glucose. Glucose, it is a hexose. Right? Yes, so the answer should be fifth answer. Right. Question number 2. Which of the following levels in hierarchy of biological organization includes all the other levels in the list? So that is very easy. The answer should be organs, right? Molecules get together and form cells. Molecules, they form organelles. Then organelles get together and form cells. One or more type of group of one or more type of cells produce tissues, right? Tissues, when one or different types of tissues get together and forms organ. So for the second question, answer should be second answer. Then question number 3, that is based on properties of water. Ice floats on water because දැන් අපි සාමාන්‍යයෙන් දන්නවා ice, it floats on water, right? So what is the reason? We learned this under the property called expansion upon freezing. Now normally when we take substances, right, when the temperature increases, what happens? They get expand. As a result, what happened to their volume? Volume increases, right? Density equals mass over volume, right? Density equals mass over volume. When the volume increases, what happened to density? Density decreases. So normally when we take substances, when the temperature increases, what happens? Density decreases. And when the temperature decreases, density increases, right? But when we take water, right? When the temperature of water falls below 4 degrees Celsius, it begins to freeze and form ice, right? Crystalline lattice. So water has its maximum density at 4 degrees Celsius, right? This is because of anomalous expansion of water. So it has its maximum density at 4 degrees Celsius. මෙතන 40 නෙමෙයි 4 කියලා මම හදාගන්න කිව්වා. So fifth answer is incorrect. Then liquid water is less denser than ice. No, you know ice floats on water because the density of ice is lower than water, liquid water. So fourth answer is also incorrect. There is oxygen dissolved in water. Yeah, that's true. But ice floats on water because of oxygen dissolved in liquid water. It's not a good reason, right? That is incorrect. Then water's surface tension is strong enough to support the ice. No, right? Due to surface tension, what happened? What is the use of high surface tension, right? Due to, the cohesion between water molecules, they have this high surface tension. Therefore, in an aquatic system, upper surface water molecules are attracted by the lower surface molecules and it forms a water field, right? So small insects such as water skaters can walk on the surface of pond due to this high surface tension of water. Again, second answer is also incorrect. The molecules in ice are farther apart than molecules in liquid or water. That is the answer. So for the third question, answer should be first answer. Then question number 4. What is responsible for high resolution of electron microscope? Resolution. There are two important parameters in a microscope, magnification and resolution. Then the next point is, resolution is inversely proportional to the wavelength, right? When the wavelength increases, what happens? Now, second one, who asked that question? Vinod. Okay, Vinod. Now here the question is, which of the following levels in the hierarchy of biological organization include all the other levels in the list? එතකොට tissues එකතු වෙලා මොකක්ද හදන්නේ? Organs හදනවා. හරිද? For the third one, fifth answer. No, liquid water has minimum density at 40. එහෙම අපිට කියන්න බෑ. 40 නෙමෙයි මෙතන අපි කිව්වේ 4 කියලා ගන්න කියලානේ මම. 4 degrees Celsius. At 4 degrees Celsius, water has its maximum density. තේරුණාද? Celsius අංශක 4දී වතුරවල වැඩිම ඝනත්වය පෙන්눔 කරනවා. එතනින් එහාට ආයි ටෙම්පරේචර් එක අඩු වෙනකොට මොකද වෙන්නේ? Density එක අඩු වෙනවා. හරි? Okay? So liquid water has its maximum density at 4 degrees Celsius. That's why fifth statement is incorrect. Okay, we know? Harida? තේරුණාද ඒක? Right. දැන් අපි හිටියේ fourth එකේ. Electron microscope. What is responsible for high resolution of electron microscope? So, resolution is inversely proportional to wavelength. When the wavelength increases, what happens to the resolution? Resolution decreases, right? That's why scientists, they produce this electron microscope instead of compound microscope. In the electron microscope, right, we use what? We use beams of electrons, right? Not visible light. So the responsible for high resolution of electron microscope is the short wavelength of electron beam. Answer number 4, right? Short wavelength of electron beam. For the fourth answer should be 4. Then question number 5. Select the correct statement, right? Again about microscopes, right? First one, surface features of a specimen can be observed by a transmission electron microscope, right? When we take electron microscope, there are two types. Transmission electron microscope, TEM, then scanning electron microscope, right? This scanning electron microscope, it is used to observe the surface features, right? Surface features බලන්න තමයි scanning electron microscope එක පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. Okay? So it is ideal to observe the surface beam in three-dimensional appearance. But TEM or transmission electron microscope, it is used to study the internal structures, right? It produces 2D images used to study internal structures. So first one is incorrect. Next one. So first and second answers incorrect. Third one, practically, an electron microscope gives a magnification of 1 into 10 to the power 8. Practically, an electron microscope gives magnification of 5 into 10 to the power 5 times, right? Just over 5 into 10 to the power 5. But theoretically, it gives a magnification of 1 into 10 to the power 8, right? Theoretically, this is okay. 1 into 10 to the power 8 magnification එක theory අනුව එයා දෙනවා. හැබැයි අපි ඇත්තටම practically මේක කරන්න ගියොත් අපිට හම්බෙන්නේ කොච්චර ප්‍රමාණයක්ද? 5 into 10 to the power 5. So third statement is also incorrect. Fourth one, transmission electron microscope scatters many electrons from the specimen surface, right? In the scanning electron microscope, most of the electrons which incided on the specimen are scattered. And in transmission electron microscope, a large number of electrons pass through the specimen. So, fourth statement is incorrect. And fifth one, very thin specimens are used in transmission electron microscope. That is correct, right? It is given in the resource book. Very thin specimens are used in the transmission electron microscope. So for the fifth question, answer should be 5. Question number 6. Which of the following tests can be carried out to identify if a solution contains lysine? What is lysine? Is it a carbohydrate, protein, lipid? What is it? Yes, send your answers. Shawinder, what is lysine? What is lysine? Very good. It is an amino acid. You know amino acid, it is the monomer of proteins, right? So lysine is an amino acid. Then මෙතන බලමු අපි Sudan 3 ගත්තොත් it is used to identify lipids. What is the observation? You can note down these things. Then it is easy for you to study. Table එකක් හදාගන්න. Test එකේ නම Sudan 3 test. Then we use Sudan 3 test to identify lipids. What is the observation? Red or pink fat globules. Then Benedict test to identify reducing sugars. Observation, blue, green yellow, orange, brick red precipitate color change. Biuret test used to identify proteins, the peptide bonds present in proteins. It gives dark blue or purple color. Iodine test used to observe starch. A dark blue color is obtained. Now here amino acid, it is the monomer of protein. So to identify this lysine, we have to carry out biuret test. Answer number 3. Question number 7. An amino acid in a cell is used to synthesize an enzyme secreted by the cell wall. What is the sequence of cell components involved in this pathway? Right, amino acid, it is a protein, right? It's a monomer. Now, මේවා කොහෙද හැදෙන්න ඕනි? In ribosomes, right? The protein synthesized by ribosome, Now, amino acids in the cell used to synthesize enzyme. Enzyme means it is a protein. Proteins are synthesized in ribosomes. Then synthesized, right? The protein synthesized by ribosomes are transported into endoplasmic reticulum, right? Rough endoplasmic reticulum. Then it produces transport vesicles. Then those transport vesicles go and binds to Golgi apparatus, and Golgi apparatus produce secretory vesicles. So answer number 4 for the 7th question. Answer should be 4th answer. Harida. Question number 8. Which of the following is the best combination of cell junctions? Its location and function, right? There are mainly 3 types of cell junctions, right? Tight junction, desmosome, so anchor junction and gap junction. Communicating junction. So this tight junction we can find in skin epithelium, right? It prevents leakage of extracellular fluid through the intracellular spaces. Then desmosome, so anchor junction can be found in muscle tissue, right? Functions mechanically attach cytoskeleton of adjoining cells for strong binding. Last one, gap junction or communicating junction can be found in heart muscle or animal embryo, right? It allows signal and material exchange between adjacent cells through the direct connection. Okay, so here, tight junction skin epithelium allows signals. That is incorrect. Anchor junction animal embryo nana. Animal embryo ke monath thiyenne? Gap junctions. Gap junction heart muscles, yes. Prevent leakage? Nah. Ek kawuda karanne? Tight junction. So third answer is also incorrect. Fourth one, tight junction muscle tissue. Nana muscle tissue එක නෙමෙයි අපි තියනවා කිව්වේ skin epithelium එකේ. Last one, gap junction, animal embryo, exchange of materials. Correct. Answer number 5. හරිද? Question number 9. Select the incorrect statement about cancer. Cancer cells will obtain growth factors required for them from neighboring cells or will continue cell cycle without growth factors. Then cancer cells have an abnormal cell cycle control system. That is correct. Right? Then third one, cancer cells do not consider the normal signals that regulate the cell cycle. Correct. Transformation process converts a normal cell to an abnormal cell. Correct. Metastasis is the spread of cancer cells to a location distant from original site. Correct. So answer number 1. Cancer cells obtain growth factors? No. Cancer cells either make their own growth factors or they give signals for the cell cycle to continue without growth factors. Right? මෙහෙම හිතාගන්න cancer cells හරි අහංකාරයි. එයා ඉන්නේ. එයාට ඕනනම් එයා හදාගන්නවා නැත්නම් නැතුව වැඩේ කරනවා. Right? So first statement is the incorrect one. For the 9th question, answer should be first answer. Question number 10. Select the false statement. Proteins and fats have respiratory quotient less than 1. That is correct. Right? The respiratory quotient for carbohydrate is 1. Protein 0.8. Fats 0.7. When carbohydrate undergo respiration, the volume of carbon dioxide evolved is equals to the volume of oxygen consumed in a given time. What is the formula to find the respiratory quotient? That is volume of carbon dioxide released divided by volume of oxygen consumed. So for the respiratory quotient to become 1, right, the volume of carbon dioxide released should be equals to the volume of oxygen consumed in a given time. Second statement correct. Glycerol resulting from hydrolysis of fats enter glycolysis process as glyceraldehyde 3-phosphates and undergo cellular respiration. Right? Now, can you remember that flow chart given at the end of that respiration part? They are, fats. They break down. After hydrolysis, they break down into glycerol and fatty acid. So, glycerol, they enter this glycolysis process as glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. And fatty acids, they enter as acetyl-CoA. Any carbonic acid formed from deamination of amino acids resulting from hydrolysis of protein cannot directly enter Krebs cycle and undergo cellular respiration. That is incorrect. Neither. ඒක වැරදිනේ. amine group එකක් අයින් කරලා, right? Proteins වලට පුළුවන් they can either enter as pyruvate, acetyl-CoA, or they can enter Krebs cycle directly, and they can undergo cellular respiration. So fourth statement is incorrect. Fifth one, during anaerobic respiration, a glucose. Can you all hear me? ඇහෙනව නේද? Right. So, fifth one, during anaerobic respiration, glucose molecule is incompletely oxidized. That is correct, right? So, for the 10th question, answer should be fourth answer. Okay? Right. Question number 11. A few events that takes place during Process 1 are given below. Which of the following show the correct sequence of the above events? Process 1, Process 1, Process 2. කොහෙද තියෙන්නේ? Mitosis or meiosis? Meiosis, නේ? Meiosis වල තමයි 1 and 2 විදිහට තියෙන්නේ. So what happened in Process 1? Now, before the cell enter into Process 1, it is in the interphase, right? Then cell enter into the Process 1. Chromosomes begins to condense. Then nucleolus begins to disappear. Then they form zipper-like structure called synaptonemal complex, right? Then synapses. Then crossing over. Then nuclear envelope breaks. Centrosome move towards opposite poles, forming spindle in animal cells. Then kinetic core of each homolog attached to microtubule from one pole or the other, the homologous pair then move towards the metaphase planes. Those are the things or events that takes place during Process 1. Now we have to arrange them in the order. Right? Yes. Microtubules attached to kinetic core එක මුලින්ම ගන්න බෑ. නේද? First, chromosomes begins to condense. එහෙනම් ඉස්සෙල්ලම D. Then, formation of zipper-like structure. E. Crossing over. B. ඊළඟට dissembling of synaptonemal complex. C. And last, microtubules attached to the kinetic core. Right? So the answer should be, first answer, D, E, B, C, A. First answer. Question number 12. Which one of the following statements is correct regarding allosteric regulation of enzymes? Now here they are asking the correct statement. හරිද? දැන් මේක මතක තියාගන්න. In the exam, when you are reading this question, right, while reading, you have to highlight these important words. Now here, correct. Underline or highlight that. all enzymes, first one, all enzymes that show allosteric regulation are made up of 2 or more subunits. Not all, most. Most enzymes regulated by allosteric regulation are made from 2 or more subunits. Allosteric activators can bind to the active sites of the enzyme. No. In allosteric activation, right? In allosteric regulation, either activators or inhibitors, right? Regulatory molecules, they bind to a specific regulatory site elsewhere, active site of the enzyme molecule, right? They don't bind to the active site. So that statement is also incorrect. Cooperativity increases the catalytic activity of the enzyme. Cooperativity is another type of allosteric activation, right? Allosteric activation. So binding of one substrate molecule can stimulate binding or activity at other active sites. Then fourth one, allosteric inhibitors are irreversible, non-competitive inhibitors. That is incorrect. Then when ATP supply exceeds demand, catabolism slow down as not ADP. ATP molecules function as allosteric inhibitor. හැදිච්ච product එක මෙයා ගිහලා inhibitor එකක් විදියට ගිහින් bind වෙනවා. Right? It acts as an allosteric inhibitor, ATP, not ADP. So answer should be third answer. Third answer. Question number 30. When a chlorophyll molecule in photosystem 1 traps light, it loses an electron. In non-cyclic electron flow, this electron is replaced. Non-cyclic means they're asking about the linear electron flow, right? Yes. Let's revise what happened in the linear electron flow. You know, there are two types of photosystem, photosystem 1 and photosystem 2, right? Photons of light strike on the photosynthetic pigment, right? Photons of light strike on the photosynthetic pigment and energy will be absorbed by the photosynthetic pigments in the thylakoid membrane. Then that energy will transport from molecule to molecule and to the specialized chlorophyll layer of PS2. So it causes an electron to be boosted to a high energy level. Then that electron will be accepted by the primary electron acceptor of photosystem 2. Then splitting of water takes place at the photosystem 2 and it yields H plus, O2 and electrons. Those electrons will neutralize the excited PS2. Then striking of light on pigments will excite electrons from PS1 to the high energy state. Then excited electron will be accepted by the primary electron acceptor of PS1, right? Then excited electron of PS2, right, which is at the primary electron acceptor of PS2, will pass through an electron transport chain from high energy to low energy to PS1. And during this transmission, right, this transport, they synthesize ATP by photophosphorylation. Then excited electron of PS1 at primary electron acceptor of PS1 pass through an electron transport chain and it reduces NADP plus and yield NADPH, right? That is those are the events that takes place in linear electron flow. Okay? Eka harida therunada? Now here they are asking, when chlorophyll molecule in photosystem 1 traps light, it loses an electron. Excited electron high energy level. Then that electron will be accepted by the primary electron acceptor of photosystem 1. හරිද? දැන් එයා ගාව ඉලෙක්ට්‍රෝන එකක් අඩුයි. එයා ඔක්සිඩයිස් වෙලා ඉන්නේ. එයා ආපහු නියුට්‍රල් වෙන්නේ කොහොමද? අර PS2 ගේ primary electron acceptor ගාව ඉඳන් එන ඉලෙක්ට්‍රෝන එක තියෙනනේ. ඒක අරගෙන. එහෙනම් so what is the answer? By a donation from photosystem 2. By a donation from photosystem 2. Answer number 3. තේරුණාද? Answer number 3. Vidushini and Vinod, හරිද? Okay. Vinod, next day onwards, I'll try to share pictures. Then I think it is easy for you to understand, right? So for the 13th question, the answer should be third answer. 14th one, an important function of fermentation. So we discussed fermentation under cellular respiration, right? It is a type of anaerobic respiration, right? Breakdown of glucose in the absence of oxygen. An important function of fermentation, what is it? Regeneration of NAD plus. NAD plus regenerate කරන එක තමයි fermentation වල important function එක. Right? Answer number 5. For the 14th one, answer number 5. Then next one, the steps of carbon fixation of C4. Right. Let's talk about the carbon fixation of C3 plants first. ඔය හරි ලියා ගන්න. C3 වල මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ? They have this unstable 6 carbon molecule. Then it converts into 3-phosphoglycerate. Then 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate and glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. Carbon fixation යහන්නේ. Calvin cycle එකේ වෙන දේ කියන්නේ. ඒකෙත් carbon fixation. C4 oxaloacetate, then it converts into malate, right? Then carbon dioxide. එතනින් carbon dioxide එක release කරනවා. ඒක කවුද accept? එතන ඊට පස්සේ 3-phosphoglycerate හැදෙනවා. 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate, glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. Answer number 2. මෙතන අහන්නේ C4 ගැන. Next one, question number 16, that is from unit 3. Primitive soup was most probably present 4.6 to 3.5 billion years ago. Answer number 2. Question number 17, correct statement regarding history of classification. Right? අපි බලමු ඔක්කොම ටික මතක් කරලා. Right. Aristotle, he was the first scientist that classified organisms scientifically, right? So Aristotle, he classified living organisms as plants and animals. If you need, you can note down. Then his student, Theophrastus, right? He classified plants. No, before that, Aristotle, he classified living organisms and plants and animals. Animals further classified based on 3 criteria: mode of locomotion, reproduction, and presence or absence of red blood cells. After that, his student, Theophrastus, he classified plants as according to their habitat and according to their lifespan. According to habitat, there are 3 groups: trees, shrubs, and herbs. And according to lifespan, perennials, biennials, and annuals. Next one, Carolus Linnaeus, he introduced binomial nomenclature and introduced taxa like species, genus, order, and class. Ernest Haeckel, he introduced kingdom Protista and identified taxon, genus. Then Robert H. Whittaker, he introduced five kingdom system of classification, right? Five kingdom system of classification. Monera, then protist, fungi, animals, and plantae, right? Monera, protista, fungi, plantae, and animalia. His classification was based on the nature of cellular organization, right? Then unicellular, multicellular, and mode of nutrition. Then the Carl Woese, he introduced three domain system, right? Eukarya, archaea, and bacteria. Right, let's see. Aristotle classified plants according to lifespan. His student did that. Who is that? Theophrastus, not Aristotle. So first statement is incorrect. Then Theophrastus divide organisms into plants and animals? No, Aristotle. Aristotle divide organisms into plants and animals. Ernest Haeckel classified organisms into two kingdoms such as kingdom plants and kingdom animals. Right? That is also incorrect. Right? That is also incorrect. Because Carolus Linnaeus did that. Right? Carolus Linnaeus, he identified two kingdoms of organisms, plants and animals. Ernest Haeckel, he introduced the third kingdom, Protista. Then fifth one, R.H. Whittaker not included prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell differentiation in five kingdom classification. Nature of cellular organization. His classification based on nature of cellular organization. Nature of cellular organization means either prokaryotic or eukaryotic. So fifth statement is also incorrect. So answer should be fourth answer. Three domain classification based mainly on the differences between prokaryotes. Right? Answer number 4. For the 17th question, answer number 4. Question number 18. Contribution of scientists who introduced taxon phylum means. Contribution of scientists who introduced taxon phylum. So here, the answer should be first one. Now, when we take first one, introduction of five kingdom system of biological classification, no. Classification of plants according to their lifespan, no. Third one, binomial nomenclature, right? No, right? Because Ernest Haeckel, he introduced this. He introduced the taxon phylum. එතකොට එයා නෙමෙයිනේ five kingdom system classification එක ගෙනාවේ කවුද? Robert H. Whittaker. Classification of plants according to their lifespan, that is done by Theophrastus. Binomial nomenclature introduced by Carolus Linnaeus. Introduction of three domain system of classification by Carl Woese. So answer should be fourth answer, introduction of kingdom Protista. Answer number 4. Question number 19. An organism that produces conidia in asexual reproduction. Right? Now, make on a liaga. Produce conidia, Ascomycota. Right? Phylum Ascomycota, they produce conidia. Then produce zygosporangia means sexual reproduction. Zygosporangia is produced by Zygomycota, not Ascomycota, Zygomycota. Then produce zoospores which are flagellated. Motile sperms are produced by phylum Chytridiomycota. Chytridiomycota. Third one, produce sexually reproducing structure called asci. Asci or ascocarp is produced by Ascomycota. Produce dikaryotic septate mycelium by Septate, dikaryotic, filamentous mycelium will bear by basidiomycota. Produce basidia in sexual reproduction, again basidiomycota. Then මෙතන අහන්නේ an organism that produce cornelia in asexual reproduction produce sexually reproducing structure called asci. ඒ පළවෙනි එක කරන්නේ ascomycota, තුන්වෙනි එකත් ascomycotama තමයි කරන්නේ. So for the 19th question, answer should be third answer. Question number 20. The given dichotomous key is used to identify 4 animal groups. Right? Presence of exoskeleton. Exoskeleton එකක් තියෙන්නේ කාටද? Arthropoda. Right? Mollusca. They have exoskeleton. Body is covered by hair. Mammalia. Right? Mammalian body is covered by hair. Presence of cylindrical body. Nematodes. Right? Nematoda, Annelida, right? Yes. Now here they are asking which of the following animals can be differentiated from the above dichotomous key. බලමු අපි ගමු presence of exoskeleton. Right? මෙතන දීලා තියෙන ඒවායින් අපි ගමු දැන් අපේ ඉන්නෝනි Arthropoda, එහෙම නැත්නම් Mollusca, Mammalia, Annelida, Nematode. Right? Fourth one is millipede. Millipede, it is an arthropod. So it has an exoskeleton. Then absence of exoskeleton, ඒ කට්ටිය වුණ second එකට දානවා. Second එකේ ඒගොල්ලන්ව classify කරනවා. Body is covered by hair. Then fourth එකේ body is covered by කවුද? By hair, mammalia. So loris. Loris is a mammalian. Then body is not covered by hair කියන කට්ටිය third එකට දානවා. Right? Shark and earthworm. Presence of a cylindrical body. Cylindrical body. Nematode. Earthworm. Right? It has a cylindrical body. Absence of cylindrical body. Shark. Shark. Okay? Discus. Shark. Okay, so answer should be fourth answer, millipede, shark, loris, earthworm. Question number 21. Incorrect statement regarding evolution of plants. Plant evolution. Right? Plants have evolved during Devonian and Carboniferous periods. වැරදිකනේ අහන්නේ. Sporophyte and gametophyte of ancestor of vascular plants were about equal in size. Ancestors of vascular plants didn't have roots. Yes, Vidushin, is there another answer? No, නේ. තව answer එකක් නැහැනේ අපිට fourth එක විතරයි ගන්න පුළුවන්. Fourth one is the only answer. Yeah. Yes, we can take either now. When we take exoskeleton, we can take arthropods as well as mollusk. Right? මම එක කිව්වා. හරිද? මේ දීලා තියෙන examples, according to the examples given here, we can take only fourth answer. Okay. හරි නේද? Very good, huh? Next one. Root tissue of early vascular plants resembles stem tissue of living vascular plants. That is incorrect. Right? There are two types of seedless vascular plants. Now, the tissue structure of the shoots of early vascular plant, it is similar to the tissue structure of roots of living plant. Right? Not the stem. The tissue structure of the shoot of early vascular plants resemble or it is similar to the tissue structure of the roots of living plants. මෙතන root shoot කියන එක මාරු කරලා දීලා තියෙනවා. ඒ හින්දා වැරදි. These early vascular plants, they didn't have roots. ඒගොල්ලන්ට roots තිබ්බේ නැහැ. Early vascular plants ඒවට roots තිබ්බේ නැහැ. Right? Okay, so the answer should be fourth answer. දැන් අපි පොගුණාටම් ගත්තොත් එයා vascular plant එකක්. But it do not contain roots. It has false roots, rhizoids. Right? Fake. 22nd one, incorrect statement regarding growth and development of plants. Right? Lateral roots. Lateral roots arise from pericycle. This is given in 4th chapter. Lateral roots arise from pericycle and lateral shoots arise from auxiliary buds. Answer number 1. That is the incorrect statement. Question number 23. Incorrect statement regarding xylem and phloem tissue, vascular tissues. Right? Now, what are the parts of a xylem tissue? Xylem tissue එකක තියෙන parts ටික මොනවද? When we take a xylem tissue, it contains vessel elements, tracheids, fibers, and parenchyma cells. Right? Vessel elements can be found in all angiosperms and some gymnosperms like cnidophytes. Right? They are cylindrical and long. They are wider. Okay? But shorter than tracheids and they have thinner walls. And their secondary walls are thickened by lignin. Right? Yes. Now here, phloem tissue. Phloem tissue, then xylem tissue එක අර ටික තියෙන්නේ. Phloem tissue එකේ මොනවද තියෙන්නේ? Sieve tube elements, companion cells, parenchyma and fibers. Right? So here in the first statement they give phloem tissue nucleus is found only in companion and phloem parenchyma cells. Right? Phloem fibers and sieve tube elements of phloem tissue, they don't have nuclei. Phloem fibers වලයි sieve tube elements වලයි මොනවද nuclei නැහැ. And next one, phloem sap translocates through sieve tube elements with a speed of 1 meter per hour under the positive pressure. Right? We'll keep that. Third one. Xylem. So first statement is correct. Fibers alai, sieve tube elements alai naha. Nuclei, companion and parenchyma cells have. Second statement is also correct. Right? It is given in the 4th unit under phloem translocation. Third one, xylem vessel elements and tracheids transport xylem sap while phloem sieve tube elements and companion cells transport phloem sap. Now here the problem is companion cells, they do not contribute for the phloem translocation. Right? Then in Selaginella and Nephrolepis, xylem tissue consists of tracheids, fibers and xylem parenchyma tissues. Now tracheids, fibers, parenchyma can be found in all vascular plants. So 4th statement is also correct. 5th one, sieve tube elements consist only of a primary wall while xylem elements consist of both primary and secondary cell walls. Right? Correct. So answer should be 3rd answer. For the 23, answer should be 3rd answer. 24, select the correct statement. From the association between coralloid roots of Caecus and Anabaena, both of the organisms are benefited. Right? This is a mutualistic relationship. Right? So both organisms are benefited. A is correct. B. Autotroph produce organic food from carbon dioxide and inorganic compounds. Correct. Plants have 17 essential elements and 9 of them are macroelements. Ekat hari. What are the 17 elements essential for plants? Yes, Vidushini and Vinod, what are the 17 elements essential for plants? This includes both macro and micro. There are, out of that, 9 are macro elements and the other 8 are micro elements. Yes. Yes, send me. What are the 17 essential elements? Oh, right. විදුෂිනී එවලා තියෙනවා. අපි බලමු. Carbon, oxygen. නේ කොයි හරි ලියා ගන්න මේවා. හරිද? In your review book, you can include these things. 17 essential elements required for plants. Carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, phosphorus, sulfur, potassium, calcium, magnesium, chlorine, ferrous or iron, manganese, boron, zinc, copper, molybdenum, and nickel. Very good, Vidushini. Then out of these 17, 9 are macro elements. Carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, phosphorus, sulfur, calcium, magnesium. මේ කට්ටිය මොනවද? Macro elements. The remaining 8 are micro elements. Chlorine, ferrous, manganese, boron, zinc, copper, molybdenum, nickel. So C statement is also correct. Vidushini, very good. Huh? D. Deficiency of Fe or iron and manganese leads to chlorosis between veins, particularly in younger leaves. Right? Yes. That is also correct. Answer number 5, A, B, C, D. Question number 25. Select the correct statement. Right? 23, third option. Xylem vessel elements and tracheids transport xylem sap, while phloem sieve tube elements and companion cells transport phloem sap. Now here, companion cells, they are just transfer cells. They do not involve in phloem translocation. So that's why I took it as an incorrect statement. Okay. Third one. They do not contribute for the phloem translocation. හරිද? Okay, Vidushini? Right. Then question number 25. Right, select the correct statement. Now, please tell me whether this blue light photoreceptor, this name is included in your syllabus. As I remember, it is not specified there. 2 types of photoreceptors as blue light and phytochromes. Is it given? Is it given? No, no. In the all syllabus, they have given 2 types of photoreceptors as blue light and phytochromes. Let me check. Vidushini. Yeah. It is there. Okay, then no problem. Phytochrome. Phytochrome නීලා තියනවාද? Phytochromes. Phytochromes. Right. Then no problem. මොකක් හරි එකක් තිබ්බ මට මතක නැහැ හරියට. මම ආයෙ check කරන්න. Right. Blue light photoreceptors, right? Involved in light-induced increase of hypocotyle elongation. What are the function of blue light photoreceptors? Right? During seed germination, when a seedling breaks the ground, right? Light-induced slowing of hypocotyle elongation. Right? Increase නෙමෙයි. Slowing. Then phototrophism. Light-induced opening of stomata. Right? Those things, those functions are carried out by blue light photoreceptors. Next one. So first statement is incorrect. Due to this word increase. Increase කියලා දීලා තියෙන හින්දා වැරදි. එතන slowing කියලා එන්න ඕනේ. Photoperiod controls flowering of all plants. Not all. Many types of plants. Many type of plants. මේ all කියන වචනේ හින්දා ඒකත් වැරදි. Third one. The directional growth of tendrile towards support is thigmotrophism. Tendriles කියන්නේ දන්නවනේ අර passion fruit වල එහෙම තියෙන නිකන් pigtail එක වගේ. ඒකට තමයි tendriles කියන්නේ. Right? That is correct. Right? Gravitotrophism occurs as soon as seed germination. Right? Seed germination begins along with the extension of radicle through the seed core. Right? Fourth statement is also correct. Statolids are special soils, right? Found only in seed plants. No, statolids found in all vascular plants. So that is incorrect. Both third and fourth statements correct. Right? For the 25th, you can take either third one or fourth one. 26th, incorrect statement regarding deficiency symptoms of plants. Right? Deficiency of incorrect. Here they are asking incorrect one. Deficiency of elements that involve in operation of stomata leads to poorly developed roots. Right? Operation of stomata that is done by potassium. Potassium. What are the deficiency symptoms? Yellow and brown leaf margins. Weak stem. Poorly developed roots. So first statement is correct. Then deficiency of elements that is absorbed as a dye-positive ion which is involved in DNA transcription leads to wrinkled leaves. Wrinkled leaves. Right? Need for DNA transcription. What is the element? Zinc. Right? Zinc. What are the deficiency symptoms? Wrinkled leaves. Reduce internode length. Right? Internode අර උද්ගස් වල එහෙම තියෙන දන්නවනේ internodes. Then yeah, those two deficiency symptoms. Second one is also correct. Third one, deficiency of element that involve in maintenance of membrane structure and permeability leads to death of terminal buds. Maintenance of membrane structure and permeability. This is done by calcium. Right? The deficiency symptoms, wrinkling of young leaves, death of terminal buds. Third statement is also correct. Let's go to fifth one. Deficiency of an element that is absorbed as an oxide, which is involved in nitrogen metabolism, leads to death of root tips. මේ කා ගැනද කියන්නේ? molybdenum ගැන කියන්නේ. Right? MOO O42 minus විදිහට absorb කරන්නේ as an oxide. Right? molybdenum, nitrogen metabolism. Deficiency symptoms, depth of root and shoot tips, chlorosis in all the leaves. Fifth statement is also incorrect. Fourth one, deficiency of elements that involve in pollen tube growth. Cowder, boron, leads to wrinkling of young leaves. Nah. Right? The deficiency symptoms of the element boron are depth of meristems, thick leathery and discolored leaves. So the answer should be fourth answer. So to answer this kind of question, you have to study those tables, right? So for the 26th answer should be fourth answer. 27, 4 features of protist are given below, right? Kingdom Protista. Yes, cell wall absent. Cell wall එක කාටද නැත්තේ? Euglena, Paramecium, amoeba වල cell wall නැහැ. Having contractile vacuoles and foot vacuoles. Contractile vacuoles are present in Euglena, Paramecium and amoeba. Foot vacuoles present in Paramecium and amoeba. හරිද? Euglena foot vacuoles නැහැ. Then greenish red color, Gelidia. Right, red algae. Cell wall containing silica present, diatoms. So answer, fifth answer, Paramecium, amoeba, Gelidium and diatoms. Question number 28. Some major features of organisms of kingdom Plantae are given in the following table. Seeds, A present. Motile sperms, vascular tissue. Select the response that indicate the correct combination of above features for each of the organism. Coecus, A, Q, R, U. Pinus, A, P, R, U. Nephrolepis, B, P, R, U. No. Selaginella, B, yes. Sperms, P, motile. Vascular tissue R, present. Nature of spores, heterosporous. That is correct. Neither. Selaginella is correct. Answer number 5. Please go through the life cycles. Right? I don't have time to explain all those 5 life cycles now. After the class, please refer life cycles of plants. And if you can, please, you can prepare a table. Maybe a table. Does it contain vascular tissues or non-vascular? Then homosporous or heterosporous, monoecious or dioecious, right? Sperms are flagellated or non-motile, right? Whether seeds present or absent, you can include about gametophyte, sporophyte, ඒ විදිහට table එකක් හදා ගන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ plant life cycles පහම compare කරලා. Right. So answer should be fifth answer. Question number 29. All features given in which one of the following response are present in a plant with tetramerous flower plants? Tetramerous තියෙන කාටද? Monocots, monocotyledonous plants. Right? So monocots, they have parallel venation, fibrous root system, embryo with monocotyledon, only one cotyledon. Right? Then unbranched shoot system. Right? Yes. So here, answer, reticulate veins? No. Then we can't take second one, naked seeds? No. Third one, embryos with one cotyledonous, photosynthetic gametophyte? No. Now here, these are anthophytes, right? Us. What is your question, Vidushini? Let me. Sorry. Tetramerous, ne? Trimerous ne තුනක් තියෙන්නේ. Tetramerous or pentamerous dicots. Tetramerous කියන්නේ හතරක්. එහෙම නැත්නම් හතරේ ගුණාකාර. So dicots, they have reticulate venation, right? Reticulate venation, embryo with two cotyledons, right? Taproot system, branched shoot system. Then they have distinct calyx and corolla in plants, right? Then what else? They have pollen grains with 3 openings, and their vascular bundle in the stem have cambia and arranged in a tree, right? Branch lipids in cell membrane, නෑ. ඒවා තියෙන්නේ කාටද? අර domain archaea organisms ලට එහෙම තියෙන්නේ, right? Not eukarya. So first statement is incorrect. Naked seeds, no. Third one, embryo with one cotyledon, නෑ. මේක dicotyledon නේ. එතකොට there are 2 cotyledons. Third one is also incorrect. Parallel veins, no. They have reticulate venation. Fifth one, ring arrangement of vascular bundle in stem, correct. Pollen grains with 3 opening. Yeah. Now, monopods, they have only 1 opening, right? Then protein synthesis that begins with methionine, correct. Answer number 5, question number 29. 30th one, each of the following feature can be seen in some of the 6 classes of phylum Chordata. Ectothermic. When each of the above features are arranged as seen only in 1, 2, 3 or 4 classes, right? The correct sequence is, right? Ectothermic means exothermic. Exothermic කියන එක තමයි ectothermic කියලා අපි කියන්නේ. Ecto and endo. Right? දැන් මෙතන classes ගන්න අනුව. Now, under the phylum Chordata, we have 6 classes: Chondrichthyes, Osteichthyes, Amphibia, Reptilia, aves, and mammals. Aves and mammals, they are class aves and mammalia, they are endothermic, right? Warm-blooded. So ectothermic, there are 4 classes, right? 4 classes. Then muscular diaphragm. Muscular diaphragm. 2, right? Only 2. Adult form respire by gills. Adult form respire by gills. Now, here 2, 3. Muscular diaphragm, there are 3. 2. C වලට එන්න ඕනි. Adult form respire by gills. Pisces, both Chondrichthyes and Osteichthyes. So there are 2. Body is covered with keratinized structures. Reptilia. Right? Then we can take aves. Right. Keratinized feathers, right? They have keratinized feathers. Yes. Bodies and mammalia. එතන 3යි. Ectothermic දෙන්නයි. Ectothermic 4යි. Chondrichthyes, Osteichthyes, Amphibia, Reptilia. Right? ඊළඟට muscular diaphragm 3යි. Adults respire by gills දෙන්නයි. Classes 2යි. Body is covered with keratinized structures. 4ක් වෙන්න ඕනනේ. Right. So here, let's write down when it is easy. A ectothermic 4ක්. So we can take question answer number 3, 4, and 5. Right? Then muscular diaphragm 2 ne. Then adult form respired by gills. Adult form respired by gills. Now, when we take Conrich TS and Ostrich TS, we can't take that. Adult form එක විතරනේ. Right? So 1. B, body is covered with keratinized structures. 3. So answer should be answer number 3. B, C, D, A. A4යි. A4 කියන්නේ Conrichthys, Ostrichthys, Amphibia and Reptilia. Right? Cold blooded. අපි D කියලා ගත්තේ body is covered with keratinized structures, reptiles, aves and mammalia. Right? ඊළඟට muscular diaphragm, answer should be third one. So muscular diaphragm is present in mammalia, right? That is used for the respiration. අපේ diaphragm එක තියෙන්නේ which divide thoracic cavity and abdominal cavity, right? Sorry, I took it as 2. That is incorrect. Only mammalians have that name, right? So that is 1, right? ඊළඟට ectothermic, there are 4. So B, C, D, A. Answer number 3. Answer number 3. හරිද? එතන ඕන ලියා ගන්න ectothermic එන්නේ class Ostrichthys, Conrichthys, Amphibia, Reptilia. Muscular diaphragm, Mammalia. Adult form respire by gills, right? Amphibia. Sorry. Adult form respire by gills. Second, 2 ne, adult form Conrichthys and Ostrichthys, right? Then they can. Body is covered with keratinized structures. එතන 2 reptilia, aves and mammalia. So answer should be third answer. හරිද? එක තේරුණාද? Third answer. ඒ ටික ඉස්සරහින් ලියා ගන්න. මෙතන අහන්නේ 1 2 3 classes කීයක් තියෙනවද කියන එක අනුව. 31. Which one of the following parts of the trunk of a large tree is most important in transport of sucrose from leaves to the roots? Bark, right? Because what is bark? Bark is all tissues out of the vascular cambium. It includes secondary phloem and the periderm. So answer should be 4th answer. Then some of the plant cells are given below. Tracheids, companion cells, parenchyma, cork cells. Which of the above cells is or are produced by the activity of vascular cambium? Right? Tracheids and companion cells. Answer number, sorry. Yes. Answer number 4, tracheids, companion cells and parenchyma cells. Answer number 4, A, B, C. Then 33, which one of the following combination is correct relation to the form of elements intake by the plants? Right. Molybdenum. Molybdenum කොහොමද ගන්නෙ? කොයි විදිහටද? Molybdenum from the soil solution. The source is soil solution. MoO4 2-. Right? Phosphate phosphate ගන්නේ H2PO4 minus. එහෙම නැත්නම් HPO4 2 minus. PO phosphate එකක් විතර ගන්න phosphorus, right? Then copper 2 plus එහෙම නැත්නම් copper plus. So first one is incorrect. ඊළඟට බලන්න boron H2BO3 minus. That is correct. Right? That is correct. Then second one is the answer. Third one is incorrect because of the boron. Then fourth one, that is incorrect because of manganese. It should be MnO4 2 minus. Fifth one, again, it is incorrect because of phosphorus. It is not phosphate. So answer should be second answer. Question number 34. Shown below is the life cycle of a terrestrial plant. Right? Yes. Now these terrestrial plants, they show alteration of generation. Right? They exhibit alteration of generation, heteromorphic alteration of generation. Right? Yes. Now here, gametophyte, it produce gametes, female gametes and male gametes by how? By mitosis. Right? Mitosis. Gametophyte කියන්නේ එයා haploid, and these male gamete එක ගත්තොත් antheridium, sperm cells. Antheridium produce sperm cells. Archegonium produce egg My mic was mute. Yes, didn't you hear anything? කොතනින්ද මං කතා කියන්න ඕනි? මෙච්චර වෙලා මං explain කරා. විදුෂිනී. I think from this life cycle. නේද? Right. Now in this 34th one, it shows life cycle of terrestrial plant. Right? Gametophyte, it is a haploid structure. So by mitosis, it produce, right? Female gametophyte and male gametophyte, they produce female gametes and male gametes, which are haploid. Then they fuse or fertilized and produce diploid zygote. Diploid zygote retain with the gametophyte and it to grow into embryo. Embryo produced sporophyte, develop into sporophyte. Then sporophyte by meiosis, now it is a two-end structure. By meiosis, it produces spores. When spores germinate, it again produces gametophyte. So this A should be mitotic division, B should be growth and development, C should be meiotic division, and D should be germination. Answer number 3. 35, that question is from plant hormones. Promote leaf abscission, that is done by ethylene. Then regulate development of protoxin and inhibit growth abscisic acid. Those 3 are given in the first answer. So answer number 1. 36, which of the following is pre-existing structural defense mechanism? You know, under biotic stress, we learn about 2 types of mechanism, pre-existing and induced. Now here, they are asking about the structural, not the chemical. Yes, you know, production of toxic compound, it is common for both pre-existing and induced, but we can't take it here because here in the question they're asking the structural defense mechanism and this is a chemical defense mechanism. So we have to neglect that. So answer should be first one, size, location and shape of stomata. 37, that is from 5th unit. Simple columnar epithelium is found in places where secretion or active transportation happens. Simple columnar epithelium, it is found in places where secretion or active absorption. Active absorption එකක් වෙන තැන්වල තමයි තියෙන්නේ, not transportation. Then third one, second one, stratified squamous epithelium has the ability to regrow rapidly. This is incorrect because of the word regrow. It should be regenerate. In the resource they gave us, they have given it as regenerate. Right? Regenerate. එහින්ද එකත් වැරදි. Fourth one, chondroitin sulfate is an inelastic. No, it is a rubbery protein carbohydrate complex. Tendon is a fibrous connective tissue that connects bones and joints. Tendons, they attach muscles. Right? Ligaments, they connect bones together at joints. Tendons, they connect bones, they attach muscles to joints, right? Ligaments, they connect bones together at joints. So the answer should be third answer, reflect arc is the functional unit of nervous system. 37, answer number 3. 38th question. Which of the statement is incorrect regarding large intestine? Incorrect. It is the terminal end of the alimentary canal. Correct. It is divided into 3 regions as colon, appendix and rectum. No. Colon, cecum and rectum. Right? That is incorrect. Answer should be second answer. අනිත් ටික ඔක්කොම හරි. හරිද? 39. Which of the following statement is correct regarding human cardiac cycle? Right. In the complete cardiac diastole, the blood flows actively through atrioventricular valves to the ventricles. In the complete cardiac diastole, blood flows passively, not actively, passively. So that statement is incorrect. Third one, ventricular systole lasts for 3 seconds. No, 0.3 seconds. 0 point. Hari? During the ventricular systole, a wave of contraction spreads from upper part of the heart to the apex. In ventricular systole, a wave of contraction spreads upward from the apex of the heart. So fourth statement is also incorrect. Fifth one, when ventricles relax, pulmonary and aortic valves open? No, close. Right? Close. Close. So answer should be second answer. Question number 40. Which is not a change that happens to the glomerular filtrate when the filtrate travels through the nephron. Right? A major portion of water reabsorption from the filtrate occur at PCT, correct? Drugs and toxins are actively secreted into the lumen of the PCT, correct? Filtrate becomes more concentrated as it passes through the PCT. ඕනේ. ඇයි වතුර ටික වැඩිපුර පුරා ගන්න PCT වලදී. එතකොට filtrate එක මොකද වෙන්නේ? එයාගෙන් වතුර ගොඩක් පුරා ගත්තාම එයා concentrate වෙනවා. Third statement is also correct. Fourth one, the filtrate become more diluted as it moves towards the DCT. Fifth one, sodium secreted. Now, fourth one again, මොකද වෙන්නේ? අර එයා loop of Henle එකේදී යද්දී there is no any water reabsorption. But sodium plus ions are reabsorbed. Right? So, the filtrate become diluted because there is no any water reabsorption. Fifth one, sodium plus secreted into filtrate at the DCT by active transport. Now here, not sodium plus, potassium plus secreted into the filtrate. Potassium plus is secreted into the filtrate and sodium plus reabsorbed from the filtrate at the DCT by active transport. So answer should be fifth answer. Now, ABCD questions. 41. Which of the following statement is or are correct regarding phosphorylation? But first one, 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate will be reduced by the products formed during photophosphorylation. Right? The product of photophosphorylation reduce 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate to glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. Right? Then products obtained when one molecule of glucose is subjected to Krebs cycle will produce 18 molecules by oxidative phosphorylation. That is correct. Third one, C, 2 ATP molecules are produced during light reactions by substrate phosphorylation, not 2. 4 ATP molecules. In glycolysis, 4 ATPs are produced. Since 2 ATPs are used to initiate the process, the net production is 2. So C is incorrect. D, during Krebs cycle, an oxaloacetate molecule will get converted to citrate. During Krebs cycle, oxaloacetate molecule combine with acetyl group to form citrate. Right? That is incorrect. E, only substrate phosphorylation takes place within the mitochondria. Now, oxidative phosphorylation takes place, right? Also takes place. So, answer only A and B statements correct. Answer number 3. Question number 42. Right? Sorry, I have given it from the nervous system. But anyway, you have learned these facts in Unit 3 under different animal phyla. Okay? So here A, core data, dorsally located single hollow nerve cord, correct. B, platyhelminthes, central nervous system containing pair of anterior ganglia and longitudinal nerve cords. These things are directly given in the nervous system, right? Grade 13 first lesson. Okay. Anyway, these things are included in that unit 3 also. So B is also correct. C, echinodermata reduced nervous system. No, they have well-developed nervous system. Arthropoda, ventral nerve cord and better evolved receptors. Right? This is incorrect. They have solid segmented ventral nerve cord. Then Annelida, dorsal cerebral ganglia, dorsal nerve cord, and circumetric connectives. Incorrect. Annelida, they have dorsal cerebral ganglia, ventral nerve cord, not dorsal, ventral nerve cord, and circumetric connectives. So answer should be A and B, third answer. Stomata open, right? During the daytime, when guard cells actively accumulate K plus from neighboring epidermis cells. Right? So A is correct. Then the concentration of K plus within the guard cells increases. So water potential of guard cells decrease, right, than that of neighboring epidermis cells. As a result, water will start to inflow, right, from neighboring epidermal cells to the guard cells through the osmosis. Water potential of guard cells become equal to the neighboring epidermal cells and turgor pressure in guard cells increases. As a result, stomata open, right, and stomata open due to the decreasing the substomatal cavity. Right. First එක හරි. When water enters to guard cells from neighboring epidermis cells. B is also correct. ඊට පස්සේ E එක මම කොහොමද කියවනේ? When carbon dioxide concentration of substomatal cavity increases, the stomata open? No. Substomatal cavity එකේ තියෙන carbon dioxide ප්‍රමාණය අඩු වෙනකොට තමයි අරින්නේ. So E is incorrect. When turgor of guard cells increases, yes. So A, B, D, answer number 1. Answer number 1. Then 44, correct matching regarding essential vitamins needed for human health. Cobalamin කියන්නේ vitamin B12, right? Loss of numbness, loss of balance, numbness, anemia. Pyridoxine කිව්වේ vitamin B6, irritability and anemia. ඊට පස්සේ riboflavin කිව්වේ B2, skin lesions, right? Skin lesions. So this is incorrect. Pellagra niacin, vitamin B3. Retinol, vitamin A, carrot වල තියෙන්නේ immunity impairment. That is correct. Blindness, skin disorders, right? Niacin, B3, pellagra, right? Not numbness. So A, B, D, correct answer number 1. 45, select a molecule or molecules produced during photosynthetic pathways. Oxaloacetate, pyruvate produced in photosynthetic pathway. Acetyl-CoA, acetaldehyde, NAD plus produced in respiratory pathway. So answer number 4, C and D. Question number 46, they are asking functions of gibberellin. Stimulate stem elongation, cell elongation, stimulate pollen development, stimulate pollen tube growth, stimulate fruit growth, stimulate seed development and germination, regulates sex determination and transmission from juvenile to adult phase. Those are the functions. So here answer should be first answer, right? First answer. 47. Which of the following is or are functions of connective tissue? Right? Binding and structural support, protection, transport of materials, insulation. A, B, D, answer number 1. Then 48. The correct statement regarding animal nutrition. There are 5 main steps correct. Ingation, digestion, absorption, assimilation, elimination. Tongue doesn't help to push the bolus into the oral cavity? No, that is incorrect. Right, that is correct. එයා කොහටද push කරන්නේ? Tongue, it is present in the oral cavity. Right? Tongue, it is present in the oral cavity. So to where does it push the bolus of food? To the oral cavity, it is already in the oral cavity. කොහටද push කරන්නේ? It push the food bolus into the posterior part of the oral cavity and into the pharynx. Very good. So B is incorrect. Cow and crane is an example for a commensalism. What is commensalism? Commensalism කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? Close association between two living organisms or different species which is beneficial to one and does not affect the other. Right? Like barnacles attached to whales, we can take that. For which one? Vidushini. Which one we are asking? Yes, for the 47, functions of connective tissues. Right? Here they are asking the functions of connective tissues. Binding and structural support. No questions? Vinod, we can't take, sorry Vidushini. Vinod asked that question. In 47, we can't take absorption. Now here they are asking the functions of connective tissues like blood. Right? So binding and structural support, protection, transport of materials and insulation. Those are the 4 functions of connective tissue. Absorption, එක කරන්නේ කවුද? Epithelium එක. Epithelial tissue. Protection, secretion and absorption. So for the 47th one, they're asking the functions of connective tissue. So answer should be A, B, D. A, B, D. Right? Answer number 1. Okay? හරිද? Elimination is the process which passes out undigested materials from the alimentary canal. Yes. Mechanical digestion could be done with teeth and peristalsis, not by peristalsis. So that is incorrect. A, C, D, answer number 1. We know, okay? 49. Which of the following is or are role of kidney homeostasis? Right? In the book, they have given 6 functions. Right? Yes. First one, maintaining electrolyte and water balance, osmoregulation. Then excretion of toxic waste products from the body. Regulation of blood pH through acid-base balance. Controlling blood volume and blood pressure. Secretion of erythropoietin hormone. Then production and secretion of renin. Those are the functions. Role of kidney related to homeostasis. So we can take A, B and D as correct answers. Answer number 1. Then 50th one question, that is regarding respiratory pigments. No, Vidushini, please don't take that one. Mechanical digestion peristalsis. Let me check in the Google. No, in the book, not in the Google. Here, muscular contraction. Now here peristalsis means alternative wave of rhythmic contraction and relaxation of smooth muscles. Right? We can take mechanical digestion that done by teeth and by muscle contraction. Mechanic peristalsis is also a type of contraction, muscle contraction. Yes. Sorry, let's take that one also. For the 48th, answer number E. E statement is also correct. Right? So the answer is fifth answer. 48th. Yes. Then 50th one, last one. Respiratory pigments found in the animal kingdom. Right? Hemoerythrin, some analytes, that is correct. B is incorrect. C, hemocyanin, arthropods and mollusks, correct. Myoglobin, echinodermates, no. It's present in vertebrates, right? D, hemoglobin, human and annelida, correct. A, C, D, answer number 2. Okay? Right. Let me release your marks. Give me 2 minutes.